Hello, good afternoon and welcome back to the sewing room. My name is Gabrielle and today we are going to talk about everything winter related because it's cold. It's getting cold here. I'm wrapped up in my wool blanket. I've got my cup of tea and I just kind of felt like having a chat. So if you want to grab a cup of tea or beverage of choice and come back and sit down and let's talk about some knitting. Let's talk knitting. Let's talk shop. Let's kick off the video by talking about all of the lovely little things that I'm going to make for my brand Silk and Sticks. So if you don't know, I run a small brand called Silk and Sticks. I sell primarily in Australia through markets and through my website. And this winter, or really every winter, I like to prioritize knitwear. So I do all my hand knitting myself. Starting off, I don't know if you can see it in frame, but I am making, or I'm finishing making, because I honestly made these a few months ago and I just haven't finished them, but that's fine. My ugly vests. Now, ugly, insert item of clothing or apparel, just a fun little name that I created for my knit pieces where I use leftover yarn from other projects, secondhand yarn, scrap yarn, some new yarn in there as well, but I just need to finish the armhole and the collars, which I have not got to yet. I'm absolutely tragic at finishing anything, so we'll get there. That is my weekend plan actually. I really do need to get these done because I would like to finish them. And oh gosh, oh no, we're tangled. Oh. And speaking of ugly knits and all things ugly coloured, this is a scarf that I'm working on. Now a smart person probably would have finished the row, so I could have shown you the whole piece. But this is, you know, this is reality. This is what knitting looks like. I'm halfway through a row and it just looks like a weird circle, a weird wrinkly circle. So getting there, again we are just using all of the scraps of yarn from other projects. I have an absolute, I'm too ashamed to share it with you, but there is a basket in my house that is just full of little scrappy bits of yarn. And by like little scrappy bits, I mean like, you know, under 10 meters, like those little scraggly balls that you have at the end of a project. So this looks like nothing, I'm sorry, but it will be an ugly scarf and I hope to make more of these. They're not too hard to do. Obviously, I'm just doing like garter stitch and slipping every second stitch. And in saying that, there is 360 stitches on my circulars. The first pair of circulars I was using broke the actual cord, so I dropped pretty much all my stitches. I had to start again. And then I tried doing moss stitch just to see what it looked like. Didn't like it, had to start again. So I think this is the third attempt and I'd like it to be my final attempt. So yes, this is what it looks like. Wow, cool. Just gonna put it over here. And of course, being winter and ugly knitted season, I'm gonna be making socks. So these are a pair I actually made end of last year, I think. So summerish, spring, summer. Yes, super cute. I love ugly socks. I just think they're super fun. I like socks, okay? I just like socks. And there's one lone sock that I haven't made a friend for yet. But yes, ugly socks will be made. They don't take me too long, but I just have so many projects on the go at the moment. Anyway, it's always fun. It's fun to just, you know, jump to each project, work on a little bit. A sane person would probably finish projects before starting a bunch more, as you will see in the rest of this video how many projects I have on the go at the moment. I think that will be pretty much all of the knitwear I'll be doing for Silk and Sticks this year. I could start making, you know, jumpers and cardigans again, but those projects just take so long. Like they are an absolute vacuum for time. So we'll see how we go. I've got about a half dozen other projects that I'd like to work on for both myself, the channel, and actually my partner as well. So we'll see. We'll see how we go with time and time management, which is not my forte. I will be sewing a few things for Silk and Sticks this season as well. I am probably going to make some more padded vest, so the wool padded vest that I made last year. I've still got so much of the Aussie wool batting and like leftover scrappy batting, so I could probably make 100 more and still have some left over. So absolutely we'll get started on those at some point in the near future. They don't take too long, but they're just fiddly. I think that will be it for Silk and Sticks. So it's going to be a very like small, oh no, I just remembered. It's only because I don't have it in front of me now that I just completely blanked. So I'll be ordering some more beautiful Australian merino wool from the Nundle Woolen Mills. I will be ordering some of those and doing some more natural dyeing, which I actually haven't done in so long. And I love doing natural dyeing over winter because it gives me an excuse to, you know, light a fire, have a few pots going, and I just get to huddle next to the fire and be warm, and I love it. So I'm going to be dyeing some wool for some beanies and potentially like beanies and matching sock sets with all natural dyed wool. That will be coming soon. So I did a little bit of damage the other week and bought some absolutely beautiful wool from Bendigo Woolen Mills in Victoria in Australia. So I got these lovely shades, which I don't think will be true to life in the camera, but that's okay. So I got a total of 8. So I got 2 of each color. This lovely caramel brown has already been swallowed up in another project, so we're just going to put her aside. But our remaining 3 colors, these are 2 separate colors. It may not translate well. They are quite similar, but just a little bit different. I've got this lovely like really grey brown and this like lighter taupey brown. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with those yet. I had something else in mind for them, but they were actually a little bit cooler toned than what I envisioned them. They looked a little bit different on the website, which is my fault. Computers are weird, so sometimes colors look different. So yes, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with those yet. They may become a blanket or a vest or a jumper. So their future is not yet locked in, but I will find something for them. But this absolutely gorgeous yarn, it's called Chili, so it's like a really nice like orangey red, just one of my favorite colors. This will be a jumper for myself because I like to think that this color suits me quite well, in my personal opinion. So this will be a jumper. These balls, I've got to stop playing with them. I've just got to stop. These balls are 200 grams each. They're, I think, $14.50 or $15 each, so it's actually really good value for wool. And yeah, I quite enjoy their yarn. I've used it in the past for other projects. I've used it for one of my favorite cardigans, this color block cardigan that I have, and I knitted that maybe 6 or 7 years ago, and it's perfect condition except for some little holes, but that was user error, not the wool error. So I really enjoy their yarn. So the caramel yarn has been swallowed up into a raglan style jumper. It doesn't look like much right now because again, it is in the process of being knit. So you can see the head hole. It's got a nice bit of stretch to it. Don't be fooled by how tiny it looks. It is stretchy. So the pattern is from Petite Knit. It is a raglan style jumper done from the top down. The pattern is called Hansholm. I'm not quite sure, sorry, I'll be sure to link it down below. But this one is for my partner. He requested a nice brown jumper and I am delivering on that promise. So I might just do a few tweaks here and there. I think I'm going to add some elbow pads because he is hard on his jumpers. So let's try and give this the best chance at life as possible. And then another Petite Knit. Oh my gosh, this is turning into an ad for Petite Knit. I swear it's not. I paid for all of this myself. Is one for myself. It is the Elizabeth blouse and I'm doing it in this green. Now, oh, when I tell you I am so excited to finish this pattern, I am not lying. I am so excited to finish this. It's just a really nice construction. You've got this double knit collar, which is like quite a statement collar too, with a nice little v-neck. It feels glorious. I mean, that's more of the wool than the pattern, but the wools I've used in here is actually a Bendigo Woolen Mill. I think it's the 5 ply. which I've dyed with onion skins to get this really nice green, and then I've held it together with some silk mohair. And guys, it just, if you could feel this, it feels like heaven. It is just a cuddle. So I'm desperate to finish this, as I am with all my projects, but I only have 2 hands and not enough time. So that is the cry of the knitter, isn't it? 2 hands, not enough time. I think that is all of the actual knitwear projects on needles. And then I have so many planned. Guys, I have so many planned. I went to Spotlight today actually and got a few balls of wool. I haven't used this yarn in actually quite a while. This is the 4 Seasons, I guess like the home brand yarn, like the store brand, not home brand, sorry, store brand yarn. Feels good, and I'm using it on some smaller projects, so I think it'll be perfect for it. What are those projects? Well, I can't tell you. They're for future projects for my channel. So I am continuing my vintage knit series, and I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that yarn on the desk? That is actually the yarn that I've sorted out for some upcoming projects. There's a clue. I don't think that's a very good clue that I'm going to be using yarn in a knitted project, but I have one planned, sort of in the works. I have to actually start knitting them because it's multiple small items. You'll see soon. So I've got some yarn that I can play with as well for those, because I just needed some more, you know, more neutral colors to mix in with what I've got. So yes, I'm very excited for that. I also have another really big knitwear project that I'm working on at the moment. I'm not ready to share it because I don't think I'm even like 1/10 of the way through. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. I don't think I'm even like 1/10 of the way through it. I think that is all of my current knits. But that is subject to change because I like to start a lot of things. Don't really finish a lot of things, but I love starting them. So yeah, I think that is going to be a wrap for this video. I'm sorry if it was a lot of talk, not a lot of substance, but it's nice to just talk about all of my upcoming projects, and you know, just talking about wool just makes me really happy. So yes, thanks for sticking around and watching this video. If you feel like liking, please do so, subscribing if you feel like it, and chucking a comment down below if you so please. Bye! It's so cold. I think I'm going blue.